A bold employment and re-industrialization policy for the American economy cannot be undertaken in isolation from other crucial policies relating to sovereignty, national identity, immigration, and the tax system. Rather, we must approach the issue of employment from a holistic perspective with regards to the overall state of our economy. 1. Establish national preference. Due to their strategic implications and their socioeconomic nature, job offers and market bids must be awarded in priority to American citizens. 2. Advocate true economic patriotism. The term economic patriotism is often thrown around by politicians who want to appear concerned about the state of our economy. But economic patriotism isn't about paying more taxes to foreign banks. Rather, true economic patriotism is the collective solidarity between all actors of the American economy. 3. Reform the Chamber of Commerce. While its official role has always been very clear, the Chamber of Commerce has in recent years indulged in practices that far surpass its legal mandates, such as lobbying for corporatist healthcare laws and officially endorsing illegal immigration and the relinquishment of our borders. The role of the Chamber of Commerce must remain the protection of American economic interests abroad and the promotion of foreign trade operations that benefits U.S. companies and workers. 4. Protect the national market against foreign competition. Part of the reason why U.S. companies can't compete abroad is that they are already competing with foreign corporations for the national market. While other countries reserve their national markets for local businesses, both through tariffs, import quotas, and an advantageous tax system, the USA does the exact opposite by favoring foreign corporations over national companies. The result is that small and medium-sized American companies are already at such a disadvantage while competing on their own market that they can't expand abroad, and our trade balance suffers from this lack of offshore expansion. The national market must be reserved in priority to American businesses. 5. Establish statism and proper regulation. The protection of the American market is paramount, and the role of the state is to oversee and regulate every economic initiative. Big government programs and regulatory bureaucracy will be established to create as many jobs as possible and to speed up re-industrialization. 6. Replace the Federal Reserve. After over a century of economic regression, trade deficits financed by government stimulus, bankruptcies, inflation, and excessive public debt, the egregious actions of the Federal Reserve and their disastrous results on our economy can no longer be justified by government incompetency alone. The Fed is the root of all evil, in the sense that much of the calamities that plague our economy and our society would not have been possible without the Fed. Trade deficits, government stimulus, welfare state, bailouts to foreign corporations, demographic submersion via immigration, public deficits, and national debt all were made possible by the Fed and their monetary creation policy, rebranded quantitative easing. The Fed must be abolished, and a national bank owned and operated by the federal government must be created. 7. Reserve social protection to American workers. National solidarity and social protection must only be attributed to American workers and under exceptional circumstances. By allowing a greater freedom of choice for the American contributor and refusing to assist foreign colonists through social welfare, we increase the quality of social protection, give more control to the American citizen, and reduce public spending by eliminating waste in that sector. 8. Repeal minimum wage laws. Minimum wage laws are a political decoy used by the elites to mask the impoverishment of our nation. The decline in wages precipitated by immigration and free trade is hidden by forcing employers to dismiss those whose productivity is lower than the minimum imposed by law. In practice, minimum wages have no effect on the average salary, exacerbate unemployment, and encourage companies to outsource low-paying jobs to foreign countries for their profits, not ours. 9. Prohibit compulsory unionism. The monopoly exerted by labor unions over the job marketplace is a travesty and a fraud against the American worker. Not only do big labor unions compromise the economic freedoms of working Americans and their ability to harvest the fruits of their work, they are in reality a tool used by the globalists to accelerate the de-industrialization and the financial bankruptcy of the United States. Labor unions, who pretend to be pro-worker despite the majority of American workers opposing their coercive practices, have nonetheless supported policies that go directly against the interests of American workers. Amnesty for illegal immigrants, bailouts to foreign corporations that don't even employ American workers, and the expansion of double-standard free trade agreements such as NAFTA have all been routinely advocated by union officials and the puppet candidates they support. Restoring economic freedoms in the job market and repealing infringements that operate under the name of compulsory unionism will allow American workers to decide for themselves what is in their best interest and in the interest of the nation.